We need to talk about these movies, y'all. All right, we'll do non-spoilers first. So if you've seen the movie, don't spoil it in chat yet. Don't do that because we in non-spoiler mode right now. And then we'll go spoiler after because I need to talk about these movies. But first, let's talk about Brightburn. If you've not seen or you do not know about Brightburn, let's watch a trailer.
Mom, who am I? You are a gift. We believe that you came here for a reason. I know it's been difficult for you lately, that you feel different from other kids.
Just the floor, Brian.
You are different.
Caitlin, get my hand up.
He's a creep.
Help him up.
What are you doing?
I want him in handcuffs and I want him gone.
Do you even know who his real mother is?
I'm his real mother. Let's go.
Maybe there is something wrong with Brandon.
I will never turn against our son.
He's not my son.
Hey, who's messing with me?
Something wrong?
Boy around by chance?
You're one of the only people in the world that knows how special I am.
There are believed to be no survivors among the 268 passengers on board.
No.
I know there is good inside you.
I want to do good, Mom. I do.
That's a lie. That little motherfucking lie. So that's Brightburn. Yeah, okay. So let me tell y'all about this movie. Let me tell y'all spoiler free about this movie. If you enjoy suspenseful movies, if you enjoy movies with a slightly horror flair, and if you enjoy movies that do not shy away from graphic violence, you will like the shit out of it. Not gratuitous. I will say that some people die in this fucking movie, and it's super dark. Like, this is a super dark movie. So if you like in a bad headspace, do not go fucking see this movie. If you're like, yeah, super dark movie time, go see this fucking movie. But yeah, the gore is not gratuitous, but when people die, you see how they die graphically. Like, graphically, you fucking see how they die. But I liked it a lot. It really was like, if Superman came down and he wasn't from Krypton, he was from some other planet, and that planet had probably had a bunch of evil serial killers on it, this is what would happen. And it will probably suck a lot for us. Like, a lot. Yeah. The little kid they got to play Brightburn did a really good job. He went from nice kid to super creepy real quick. Real quick in some scenes. Like, LOL, super fast. I'm curious how fans of Superman would take it, because I know, like, in Superman comics and stuff, I feel like there have been a lot of, like, evil Superman type situations, but I don't think there's ever been one like this. I feel like this is probably really, really unique in how this is done, because it's not even so much, not this point, it's not so much that he's bad Superman. Like, he a sociopath. Like, he fucked up. Like, he's real fucked up. Like, it's not just Superman wants to do bad things. Like, Superman wants to do fucked up things. I'm not familiar. No, because he's not dumb. Like, he's like the Hannibal. No. He's just like the serial killer of Superman. Like, that's how I would describe him. Like, he is a Superman serial killer. Like, don't get it twisted. This isn't just like, yeah, I'll talk more in, like, spoilers, but that's how it was. I thought the suspenseful scenes were done really well, and I like horror movies. Like, I like horror movies a lot. Like, I can't play scary games, but I'll go see a horror movie, like, any day of the week. Like, if it makes me not want to sleep, then that horror movie was awesome. So I thought, like, a lot of the suspenseful scenes were done really well. James Gunn does a good job of, like, building it up in some scenes and making you really feel afraid for people and giving you that sense of, like, foreboding, this is not gonna go well. This is not, like, it's just not. You get a really good sense of that. And it's got a nice burn to it. LOL. I didn't mean to pun, I swear I didn't. But it does have a really nice burn to it. Yeah, Bizarro Superman is stupid. Yeah, and the only reason I know this, Joe, is because I did a Who Would Win show, and one of the sides debating was Bizarro. It was Bizarro versus Megatron, hilariously. And the only reason Bizarro lost is because I thought Megatron could have outsmarted him. But yeah, Bizarro is super dumb. He talks backwards. Like, if you called Bizarro an idiot, he would think you were complimenting him. Like, he speaks in reverse. Like, he's literally stupid. Bizarro is stupid. So he might not be a nice Superman, but he's dumb. He's hella, yeah, he's super dumb. He's not smart. Is Chatbox working? Hopefully Chatbox on screen is working. And I don't want to say too much more to give it away, but yeah, he sets it up at the end for, like, possibly more stories where it's like, you know, the superheroes that you know and loved have turned evil. Like, for example, at the end, that the post, this isn't really a spoiler, but like in the post credits, you see that there's a picture of a woman and she's got a lasso and she's been strangling people to death. So it's like, what if Wonder Woman, I guess, turned evil and just went around and started fucking strangling motherfuckers with her lasso of truth? That would be fucked up. That would be super fucked up. Yes, for Awesome Beth. Yeah, but it was really good. It was really, really good. So I think if you like slow burn horror stories, if you like horror stories that, like, build up the suspense, and you would like to see a dark take on Superman, like dark, not comic book dark, like adult, don't take your fucking kids to see this. And if you don't like watching people die, then don't fucking watch this movie dark, then you will enjoy the shit out of Brightburn. But yeah, it was good. It was really, really good. Really, really good. Okay, now let me go into spoiler territory. You smelled of tartar and goddamn. All right, I'm gonna put the spoiler button up. If you follow us, follow me on Twitter, follow me in the Discord. So if you don't want to get spoiled about Brightburn, but you want to hang out with us for the spoiler-free review of Godzilla and all that stuff later, I'll let y'all know in Discord and on Twitter when I'm done spoiling it so you can come back. So I'm going to let you know right now, I'm about to spoil the shit out of this movie. So don't be yelling at me like, Crystal, you ain't... No, I'm telling you right now, motherfucker, I'm about to spoil that shit. So don't be yelling at me later that I ain't tell you. Boom, look, spoiler is up. It's up. I'll tell you in Discord and on Twitter that we're not spoiling anymore. Look, Discord is free. You can just jump right in, okay? I'll let y'all, and that link should work. And if it doesn't work, you tell me. I'll let y'all know. I'm gonna give y'all a second. Okay, now we're about to spoil shit out of this movie. Bruh. Brandon's fucked up. This little kid is fucked up. And here's what I really like about the fact that he is fucked up. And I have a lot of questions about where he comes from and what this planet is. So it's like, you know, he crash landed like Superman did. He come out as a baby. He all cute and shit. But then what happens to him is this fucking spaceship, like his dumbass parents. Okay, his parents are very loving, and I get it, but they kind of make bad life choices, and we're going to get into that in a second. But they do. They make, like, super bad life choices. Like, super bad. LOLOL. But they make super bad life choices. So there's a spaceship. They got it hidden out in the barn, you know, all fucking Superman style or whatever. And it starts talking to him. So, like, Brandon, when you first meet him, he's a nice kid. He's, like, getting bullied because he's super smart. He's, like, a little twisted. Like, there's a scene in class that they talking about bees and wasps. And he maybe knows too much about wasps. Run away. He maybe knows a little bit too much about wasps. But he a little, like, into how, like, they're, like, the creepy killers of, like, the insect world and shit. And it's kind of like, So he does a good job of setting up. The kid kind of ain't right. But, you know, whatever. He's cute. He's nice. His mom loves him a lot. Like, he's got 2 solid parents, you know, like Superman did. So it's like, all right. But then, like, the spaceship starts talking to him. So he's sleeping, and then out in the barn, you see shit's glowing all red, evil red, you know, pulsing, whatever. It wakes him up. He's all, like, fucking twitching and shit in bed. And he goes out to the barn, and he's trying to fucking get it. He's, like, sleepwalking. He wakes up all, like, freaked out. His mom wakes him up, like, fuck, why you out here sleepwalking? He's like, I don't know. And then, you know, that keeps happening again. And the spaceship is pretty much telling him to take the world. Not take over the world. Not take control of the world, to take the world. Yeah, fucking wasps. They are the assholes of the insect world. Totally are. So that's what this fucking spaceship is telling him. So it's almost like it activates his evilness. In a way, like, I'm wondering, it really makes you wonder, like, if this spaceship was busted and it never woke up and it never said shit to him, would he have turned out the way he did? Like, I don't know. I feel like it's an interesting question. Because I'm very curious as to how much influence that creepy spaceship has on him, or if, I don't know, or if he just had that kind of in his DNA. Because he tries, and even when he's like, and this is why I say he's a creepy serial killer, because, like, even when he out killing people, like, he's got a soft spot for his parents. Like, so he doesn't, it's not like he doesn't have empathy. It's not like he's not capable of feeling like love and affection. There's this horribly awesome scene where his dad finally decides that he's got to be fucking killed and tries to kill him. And you see on his face, like, even though, like, his, you know, him and his dad weren't as close as he was with his mom, like, you see on his face, his, like, I can't believe you fucking did this. Almost like a little kid. My father just turned against me. Like, oh my God. So, like, you see it. Like, you feel, it's like, oh, like, even though you're terrified because now you know dad's about to get fucked up, you also feel a little bad for him because he's a kid, and his dad literally just tried to murder him, so now he's handling it like a fucking 12-year-old would, who's crazy and has superpowers. So, I'm curious, and I really want to know about, like, this planet has to be fucked up, because, like, he doesn't just kill people. Like, I'm not kidding when I tell you this kid is a fucking serial killer. Like, this poor, like, you saw in the trailer, that poor waitress who gets the fucking glass in her eye. When you find out what happens to her, she's underneath the fucking barn, dead, crucified, with her fucking stomach open. And I'm pretty sure he probably did that to her when she was a fucking wake. So that's what he's not, and I don't even think he wants to take over the world. He just wants to kill it all. Because he's got this journal, and as he delves more into his darkness, you see pictures of him, and he's literally like standing, he drew pictures of himself standing over a pile of skeletons, and then there's another picture of him, and he's literally using his eye lasers to destroy Earth completely. So, whatever race he comes from, they don't come to planets to conquer them. They and come to planets just to destroy them. Like, it's not, and I don't even think it's like, get the resources and destroy. It's literally just like roll up to your planet, fucking murder everybody, roll up to the next one. Like, it's dark like that. Like, it's literally dark like that. So yeah. The death scenes, they're not too many, but I'm not kidding y'all when I tell you they're super graphic. And they're horrible. He is a human star destroyer, Joe. Yes, 100%. And yeah, the death scenes actually like messed with me a little bit. Like, I saw 28 Days Later, and I actually saw both of them. And I can't really watch those movies anymore because the raw violence of those movies like really bothered me. Like I can't, like I saw them once, but I can't really watch those movies again because I can't with how fucking, like, they're too dark for me. Dark laser your ass. True, Rand, true. So when people die in this, aside from that poor waitress, and you don't even find out what happens to her till later, like, they die slow. So like that scene where you saw him lift up that car and then it falls. Damn, that scene is fucking terrible because when it hits, this dude's fucking jaw hits like the steering wheel, so now his mouth is all fucking hanging open. So there's a good 30 seconds of camera zoom in on this where he's just fucking choking on his own blood. And Brightburn's just watching it. He like dips his finger in the blood, then fucking writes his name on the concrete. I told you he's a fucking serial killer. There's another poor scene where this poor fucking cop comes to the house to try to help out mom later after Brennan loses his shit. And he beats the shit out of her. Like, you see it in the, like, he grabs her and it's ceiling, floor, ceiling, floor, ceiling, floors. And then when he finally fucking chucks her, that's another close-up scene of her just dying. Like, literally, you just fucking watch her die. It's dark. it gets, I know, and it's dark super quick, though. I'm like, damn. You remember how on the internet, spoiler alert, we talking about Brightburn Bander, run away if you don't want spoilers. You see the spoiler thing, flee. I'll let y'all know when I'm done spoiling the movie. I'll tell y'all in Discord. You remember how on the internet there was conversations about how if Superman flew into somebody at full speed, you know how there's all like Superman rescues Lois Lane at full speed, but if like he actually did it, people would fucking explode. That happens. You see that? That's fucked up too. That's actually, you know what? That cop got off easy because that cop is probably the only person that met fucking Brennan that died quick. No, that's a lie. The people on the plane, they probably died quick. Maybe. I don't know. Because when Brandon hits this motherfucker, he comes flying and he explodes. This dude fucking explodes. Like, it's fucked up. It's so fucked up. I would say my favorite Will Smith, what? Where he's a... I don't know, Bander. I could not tell you. My favorite scene in the movie is actually not gory. It's between the sex scene and that amuses you to no end. That's amazing. It's actually not gory. It's so... This is fucked up. So, fellas, fathers, when you're having a conversation with your sons... And, you know, you finding out they're just getting into porn and stuff like kids do. And they're starting to masturbate and stuff like that. And you're having a conversation with your sons, okay? You need to, I mean, it's cool that you tell them that it's okay to masturbate. That that's no big deal. Like, it's part of life. Like, that's totally cool. Like, body positive. I'm for it. But you also need to talk to them about consent. You can't say that when you have these urges, it's okay to just have them and act on them. Without then also explaining to your child that that doesn't mean whatever the fuck he feels like it. You see what I'm saying? You see how that might be misconstrued by your child? Like if you don't talk to your kid about fucking consent? Right. So... so fucking... Like... His parents are... I gotta give his parents props. Like, they tried so hard with this fucking kid. They did. And they find his, like, porn, right? So they look under his bed. He's got, like, pictures of, like, fucking lingerie. Kids, like, women in, like, lingerie. Like, no big deal. They're like, oh, my God, he's got porn. They're like, LOL. But then they see, like, underneath his porn, he's also got pictures of, like, intestines. Which might want to alert you that your child is into some freaky shit that maybe he needs counseling. Because there's, like, naked women. And then there's literally, like, graphic pictures of, like, people's insides. And they were just like, LOL, maybe he's into some freaky shit. Not LOL, my child might be disturbed. Whatever. And like fucking dad has like the talk with him and just does not do well. It's a hilarious scene because you can tell the dad is super uncomfortable and does it like he can't even say penis. Like he's having a real hard time like telling Brandon like it's okay. And he just does it wrong. He does it wrong. But you're listening to it and you can just tell that Brandon is not going to take this conversation the way dad is intended. And he doesn't. So what he ends up doing is, because, you know, little boys like girls, he goes to this little girl's house that he likes in the middle of the fucking night because he could fly, because he's Superman. And he turns on her computer and he makes it play music. So this poor kid wakes up in the middle of the night to her fucking laptop making noise. Super hella creepy. She like turns it off. She tries to go back to bed. He just fucking turns it on again. Super fucking creepy. Finally, she looks into her open window. There's like that creepy scene of staring into the darkness, waiting to see somebody. She screams for her mom. I'd have fucking been out, but whatever. She finally screams for her mom. You see him in the window right before her mom gets there. Whew, because that was about to get dark. That was about to get super dark. You just knew it. So like the next day at school, she's all like creeped the fuck out by him because she's like, nah, you fucking crazy. You was in my window. I saw you. They do that little team exercise. She's the one that lets him fall and hit the pavement because she didn't want to fucking touch it. She's like, nah, this dude's fucked up. Coach makes her because teachers don't know. When Brandon grabs her hand, what you don't see is I'm not even sure that little kid has a hand anymore. Like she gets a cast later, but I feel like that's never going to heal because he doesn't break and you see it too. It's so, oh my God. Like when he squeezes her hand, it like fucking like he obliterates it. Like it's not even like you literally watch him like turn her hand into like a fucking piece of paper. It's fucked up. Is he mad? Yeah, it's fucked up. But then he goes to see her again. Right. Yeah. So he finds the spaceship and then his mom tells him who he is and she trying to tell him that she love him and you know he was a gift. But he also an alien, but it doesn't matter to her because she love him. He upset, you know, he like, oh my God, you lied to me. And then, so he goes to her house that night, this little girl whose hand he broke. And this is my favorite scene because it is so fucking creepy. He appears in her window with flowers. Like, I'm not playing. Like, he shows up with some fucking flowers, tells her not to scream. And this little girl acted this to perfection because you feel how fucking terrified he is. And as the viewer, you have no idea Brandon's about to flip out and like fucking take this girl's head and like hang it up in his room. I don't fucking, like literally we're on that because I don't fucking know. This kid's crazy. But he didn't do anything. He literally just tells her, I know I'm special. I know what I'm supposed to do. I really like you. Type of, like if a serial killer told you that they liked you, is that conversation. And you know they a serial killer and you really don't want to upset them because you don't want them to kill you, but you're terrified because the serial killer just fucking told you. Is that scene. Is that. And then she's like, my mom, she don't really want you here. And he's like, I'll take care of that. That's that poor waitress that gets crucified. He does. He does. So yeah, that was literally my favorite scene. It's like, it is literally like 2 minutes of pure terror. He doesn't use any of his superpowers. He just shows up with flowers and terrorizes this poor fucking girl who is probably going to need therapy later. Good job, Camu. Good job. I'll let you guys know when the spoilers are over, I promise. So yeah, that scene's great. And it kind of ends the way you expect it to. Like, mom is in hardcore denial about him. And I get it, because she had like a parent who abandoned her. So her whole MO was, I'm not going to abandon him. I'm not going to turn my back on him. Like, he's my son, that and the other. So it takes her a while to realize that her son fucking cray-cray. Dad gets onto it a little bit faster. So dad takes him on a hunting trip. All like super sad. There's a nice little build up that he's like, because he loves his kid, but his kid's fucking cray-cray. And that goes about how you would expect. Yeah. Mom's superpower was totally enabling. Yeah, it really... She tried. They were pretty solid parents, but they probably should have told somebody sooner. And she maybe should have opened up her eyes to what he was a little bit sooner too. Because dad makes a bad life choice where he thinks that if he just takes his son out into the woods all by their fucking selves, and then he tries to shoot, or he shoots Brandon in the back of the fucking head. And that's the scene I'm talking about where Brandon, he looks like a child who has just been betrayed by someone he loves. So for the first like 30 seconds, it's awesome. It's an awesome scene because first you've got Brandon who is he's like holding the back of his head and he stares at his dad and he just looks hurt. He looks so fucking hurt. And his father looks fucking terrified. Because now I realize that this bullet didn't kill this motherfucker. And my son is fucking crazy. So now I'm probably gonna fucking die. He does. So it's a really good fucking scene where you've just got that back and forth. And then Brandon loses his shit. And if Superman hit you with his laser beams into your eyes, the back of your head would explode. And that's what happens to Brandon's dad. And then Brandon goes home. And Brandon throws a temper tantrum. And when a child with Superman powers throws a temper tantrum, it's not good. It's not fucking good. So you saw in the trailer where the house is being destroyed. That's Brandon. He came home after dad tried to kill him. And he's a little upset. He a little mad. He killed the cops. He do all that, yeah. Yeah, and then his mom, she probably like, oh shit, my son crazy. And there was a scene where you saw that his spaceship could hurt him. So Superman has kryptonite. Apparently the spaceship that Brandon came in is the only thing that could hurt him because he cut his hand on it. So she goes there. She gets a piece of the spaceship. You think she's going to stab him. Brandon's not falling for that twice. He's not falling for that twice. So he kills his mom. And that's pretty much how the fucking movie ends. She does that whole, I love you, I want you to be good, I know there's good in you, and then she tries to fucking stab him, and he catches her, and it's just, he murders her. And now, it's terrible because now the rest of the world doesn't know that there's actually something that can hurt this little fucking crazy ass bastard, because parents didn't tell nobody there was a spaceship that had the thing that could hurt him, so he's probably moved it, so the world is screwed. In Brightburn, there is nothing that, no, the world is screwed. So the rest of the scenes, you just see he like wrecks an airplane. He fucks up some office buildings. So he's just basically on a murdering spree. And that's why I said when this movie is dark, it's fucking dark. And that's how it ends. That's how it ends. And then it leaves open like room for like an evil Wonder Woman and an evil Aquaman, which I think would be fucking hilarious. Not hilarious, but also dark. Like Wonder Woman running around, fucking strangling people with the lasso of truth. That's irony. That's some fucking irony. Okay, Rand, you would be right if anybody knew that spaceship fucking existed, but nobody does. The only people who knew that spaceship were his parents, who are now dead. So nobody knows that there's something that can kill this motherfucker. Like, nobody knows this. Like, the parents didn't tell, like, anybody. Not the aunt. Like, nobody else knows that this is a thing. And if this little motherfucker is smart enough, he moved it. So now, until somebody finds that spaceship and then hopefully make that assumption, they beat. That's what I'm saying. Like, when she was calling 911 while he was flipping out, maybe she should have called the FBI too and was like, oh, look, by the way, there's a spaceship underneath my house with some shit that could actually, like, hurt this little motherfucker, so maybe y'all should come get it. So at least somebody would know that it's there, but nobody knows it's there. By the time that movie ends, like, nobody knows. So, like, that scene you see in the trailer when he's sitting there on that ambulance eating a fucking cookie like a little crazy little bastard, like, that's after he has murdered everybody. Like, he done wrecked a plane to blow up the house, to cover up the evidence of what he just did. So it looks like he's the sole survivor of a tragic accident. That's what it looks like. A plane fell on his fucking house. It killed his mom and his dad and those cops. That's what it looks like. He's serial killer. He fucking cray, y'all. He is crazy. I feel bad for that little girl. He gonna go get her. She gonna be tied up in his basement for life. Because nobody can stop him. Like, I feel bad for her. Nothing's good gonna happen to that poor little kid. But I'd be down for an evil Wonder Woman and an evil Aquaman. I'd be down for that. But yeah, no, mom and dad fucked up. And the rest of the world is gonna pay for it. Because Brandon's just gonna kill everybody. But I would be okay if James Gunn expanded on this universe a little bit. And at least waterboarding intensifies, yeah. And a inferior complex away from a world dictator. True. Yeah, I'd like to know a lot about where this dude came from and what that planet is. Because it's got to be the worst place ever. Because it's not even a dictator type thing. Like, Brandon does not want to rule people. He wants to murder you. Like, he's not on that kneel to me life. He's like, I'm superior. Y'all some fucking ants. And I like stepping on ants. That's where he's at. Or maybe I'm gonna like use the magnifying glass to slowly burn the ant to death. Like, that's where he is. He's not on that, no, I want to rule the planet. Like, he's gonna blow the world up. Nothing good happens in Brightburn. Nope. It's one of those dark, like, post-apocalyptic movies where people are like living underground. You can't go outside because Brightburn might kill you. It's like that. Yeah, that's that world. So, if you like dark movies, that portrays Superman as a serial fucking killer. Go see it. Go see Brightburn. Brightburn's good. Go do it. That's what happens when you don't whip your kid. Banderman. I don't even think that would have worked in this one. I feel like if you had tried to whip him, he fucking like they would have died quicker. They would have. I mean, woo! This little kid got a temper. He evil, and he got superpowers. That doesn't. You can't beat Superman. Like how you. Like I don't. I saw the Vine the other day that would have had your ass in jail. Oh no. I mean, at an early age, they know. See, and they were really blind to that too, because even his dad said, like, when they're like flipping out, realizing that like something's wrong with their fucking kid. Finally, he's like, he's never had a fucking bruise. He's never fucking gotten sick. He's never cut himself. So they knew. They were just in a high state of denial. Like, I mean, so if I'm in my backyard, right, and a spaceship crashes and there's a little baby in it, I'm going to be conflicted, okay? Because on the one hand, I don't really trust our government. Like, our government is rude and suspect as shit, right? So there's that. But on the other hand, this is an alien that just crash landed. I don't fucking know what it can do. I don't fucking know where it's from. I mean, like, maybe I keep the kid, but I, like, leave some information in, like, a safe deposit box somewhere, so some shit happened to me, somebody can, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, there's gotta be, like, there's gotta be some precaution. You gotta handle it better than they did. They did not, you can't just not tell nobody that you got this little alien baby who might grow up to fucking want, like, you don't know, but they tell nobody. They tell nobody. He just drinks his milk, calcium, baby. Dad was trying to take a shot. It was all in his face. Wow. Wow. That's fucked up. Yep. That's, your child needs an ass. That's terrible. That is terrible. That's that old school. You gotta go old school right there. That's what the cats did to Superman. Yeah, you know what? I'm actually... Because it's very, like, where this kid comes from and where Superman came from, those are really two different places. I mean, like, the comparison to Superman is literally only one of powers. Like, this kid is nothing like Clark Kent. Like, nothing. I feel like Superman came from a place where, he definitely could have gone either way. He had that choice. I'm not quite sure Brandon did. I don't think Brandon came from a place, had it in his DNA, where he ever had a chance to be anything other than he was. That's why I'm really curious about the mythology about, like, where the fuck he came from. I mean, because it's possible with, like, some shitty parents, Superman could have become a shitty person. Or maybe not. Like, Superman could have maybe, just because, that's kind of how he was, he could have maybe just gotten past it, because that's the whole lore of Superman, right? He always makes those good choices, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So maybe because of, his father, and when he finds his fucking cave of solitude and learns, like, maybe he does better. Maybe. I don't know. I definitely think that even if Superman was evil, he wouldn't be serial killer. Like, I can definitely see Superman being more of, like, that benevolent dictator type character where I know best. Y'all gonna do what I say. I'm not gonna, use my powers too much, but if I have to, I will. Like, I can see that from like a bad Superman. This little fucking dude, this Brightburn dude, like, nah, he on a whole nother level. That's like born evil. Like a pal puppy and nobody questioned it. Well, apparently it was just adoption. That's why, you know what? It's good that they found him in, like, these small towns, Banders, because they were just like, we adopted. And then, like, nobody asked, like, about the agency or nothing. They was just like, adoption. We have army conscription for that. That's a thing. Nah, you think if Superman had been written about now, he would have been a hardcore serial killer bullshit? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. They might have done. Maybe I guess it depends on the writer. I guess it definitely depends on the writer for that, because they took it like James Gunn was like, nah, he not evil Superman. We gonna take that to the fucking 15th fucking 1000th degree. He not gonna be evil. He gonna be fucking straight up fucking cray. Like cray. Mickey Mouse. That's true. That is true. I mean, Brandon's parents, Brightburn's parents, were kind of like that. They were definitely kind of like that. They were not. They were not bad parents. Like, they really weren't. They were. You know what? His mom like always did what she could to make sure that he felt loved. Like, his dad was solid, like taking him out, like teaching him stuff. You know, there was like decent discipline. You know, like you mouth off. You know, you get ground, whatever. So it wasn't. Like, there was not, I can't blame his serial killerness on bad parenting. Like, definitely some denial. She literally, like, mom did not want to see what he was as it escalated. Like, she was not ready to write him off. But they weren't bad parents. They really weren't. Aside from the fact that you ain't tell nobody that, you know, you didn't even let me know that there's a fucking spaceship. Whatever, that's fine. That's just bad. Whatever, whatever. Use your powers, baby. Rip that bitch's head off. He did, man. He fucked that little kid. He fucked that little girl's head up. The bad Superman I just talked about is Injustice Superman. I am curious how Superman fans will feel about this. I am very curious as to how Superman fans feel about Brightburn. Yeah. Because as far as I know, I don't know. You tell me if I'm wrong. I don't know if any comic has taken him to this level. Could you even put this shit in a comic? I don't know. Comics. I don't read comics. I don't even know if you could. CBI, it was the left. That scene was terrible. He fucked that girl's hand up. I don't even know if your bones fix after that. Like, that was horrible. RMA22, thank you so much for that follow. Welcome to the channel and happy fucking Monday. Yeah, Justice Superman, he just killed people. Yeah, no, Brightburn, like, nope, you might end up in his basement. He pulled your eyeballs out and he making them look at you. Like, he's like fucking bathing in your blood type shit. Like, he crazy like that. He wasn't having that resistance bullshit. Yo, if you Superman, why not? So, yeah, we'll see. I'd be cool if James Gunn made some more stuff in this universe. I'd be cool. It's not Monday here, what up? Is it Tuesday? Is it the future? Happy Tuesday. Like, once Lois died, Superman was like, obey me and you will be safe. Oh, okay. Okay, so they took him that route, that, like, dictator route. That I can see. Yeah, that's not this. Brandon does not want, well, I mean, you should kneel. Maybe that'll entertain him for, like, a second before he fucking just decides that. Brandon's that dude that, like, randomly picks people out of a lineup and just, like, kills them because he's a serial killer and he has to murder. Like, he'd maybe, like, have some subjects for a little while, but you're on borrowed time. Eventually, he's going to kill you because that's just what he wants. He's just that, he evil. He's just fucking evil. God, could you imagine if there are more of him? Like, I want to know what happened to that planet. Somebody blow that shit up because they was tired of all the evil little fucking serial killers? Are there more of him? Like, I have questions. He does have that good serial killer brain. He does. He really, really does. And you know what? Parents, do not be in denial about your children. I know that's really hard, but don't. Like, because it starts serial killer. Because he murders some fucking chickens first. Which is like, LOL. And Dad called it. Dad was like, I think Brandon did this. And Mom was like, no, it was the wolf. And Dad's like, a fucking wolf cannot bust open a lock. It was not the fucking wolf. Like, that's not wolf. And Mom's like, no, whatever, you crazy. It's the wolf. You're not even gonna blame my son. Our son ain't killing no fucking chickens. Like, whatever. You know, like, doesn't. Meanwhile, so don't be like, if your child is experiencing, like, showing some symptoms of some behavior that you know in your gut is not right, you need to get your kids some help early. Like, don't be in denial about that shit. And I know that's really hard And that might, you know, trigger you, whatever, it doesn't matter. Get your kids. Raise your goddamn kids. Like, for real. Oh, yeah, no, Brandon will kill everybody for, like, he'll kill you for shits and giggles. Like, I'm not even playing. Yeah, no, he that's a creepy scene, too. Mm-hmm. Well, it always starts with animal murder. Always starts with animal murder. So, yeah, it did for him, too. Like, James Gunn did a really good job of building that up. Like, he drops a lot of subtle hints about what Brandon's going to become before he goes full blown like fucking crazy. He does. It's really well done. It doesn't start out that way. Like you do, like when you first meet Brandon, you like him. Like you don't dislike this kid. Like when you first meet Brandon and mom and dad, like you're on board with it. Like you're like, these are awesome people. Like you're not, but then there's just little things that just happen that make you like, you're like, he cray. Like it happens like real slow. Act 3 is like, nope, you fucked up. No, you fucked up. I mean, I turned out pretty good. You know what? I will. So I'm gonna say this. I don't think it always works. I think that if you cannot hit your children, that is a good thing. I really do. I really do believe that if you cannot beat your children, I think that is a good thing. I cannot advocate smacking your kid around. I cannot. However, I think every person is different. I think, like, if it happens, like, once, twice, because, like, people are different. People are just different. Like, I'm just saying, that doesn't need to be, like, an every Friday thing, but that motherfucker was at school, you know, like, dealing meth. Maybe when he come home, he need an ass whooping. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. The only way to survive is to, like, need a hand with that. Nobody. That's fucked up. Yeah, I feel bad. I just got smacked upside the head and the gears started turning. Yeah, I got hit once. Never happened again. My mom smacked the shit out of me once, and that was it. If you were Superman power style serial killer, need a hand like legit tech. This is that movie. What you just described is literally Brightburn. That's it. Because some escalating punishment is needed. The thing is, you know what? I feel like it depends. It does. I think it'll work for some kids and not for others. But it's up to you as a parent to figure that shit out. Definitely to figure that. But the principal could whip down to other people's shit. You can't do that now, bro. You get arrested so fast, you get arrested. Never fucked up in school again. You will enjoy the shit out of this movie, Tech. Go watch it. You'll be cheering on Brandon. You'll be like, yes, Brandon, get him. Yes. But yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one, guys. Go see Brightburn. But if you're in a bad headspace, don't go see it. Because literally, yeah, me and my mom will die in the movie theater like, damn. Shit. It's not happy. Unless you're one of those that roots for the villain. You walked out of that movie theater like, damn, that was fucked up. That's fucked up. Like that. Yeah, it's dark like that. I mean, like, see, it depends on the villain, yeah. Yeah, like Dexter and Hannibal Lecter I root for. Brandon, this motherfucker gotta die. This motherfucker gotta die. I broke the window of a church. My mom smacked her stupid out of you. I could see that. All right, let's move on. We're gonna talk about now. We're gonna do spoiler-free Godzilla. Spoiler-free Godzilla.
What we are witnessing here is the return of Titans.
How many of these things are there?
17 and counting.
That's messed up.
Mothra, Rodan, Ghidorah.
Oh my. They're moving like a pack. They're hunting. They all respond directly. to an alpha. We stopped this Ghidorah. We stopped them all.
Is there another creature that might stand a chance against him?
My God. Zilla.
Our planet will perish. And so will we. Unless we set Godzilla free.
Oh, yeah, sure. Let's bring him in for a beer. No, this time we join the fight.
Run.
This is Godzilla's world. We just live in it.
Damn right.
Godzilla was good. That's it. Review over. Godzilla, it was good. No, Godzilla I thought was surprisingly good. Not on... Okay, so I'm a big fan of big, fun, ridiculous action movies. Like, I love Pacific Rim and, like, The Expendables and all that type of shit. So, if they're not G.I. Joe dumb, don't at me. Y'all know fucking G.I. Joe. That shit was dumb. It was not good. It could have been better. Maybe, like, the first one was, like, okay, but then the second one was, like, fucking completely stupid. But I like big action movies, and I'm not, like, a hardcore Godzilla fan. Like, I like Godzilla. I think I've seen the 2014 movie. I think I saw the one before that. Pretty sure 2014 wasn't that good, but whatever I saw. So I'm like, I don't read comics or anything like that. I don't know a whole lot about Godzilla lore, but I liked it. So I thought the first G.I. Joe was okay. The first G.I. it was okay. It could have been better. It was okay. And I'm a hardcore, like, watch G.I. Joe a lot as a kid. The second one was terrible. The first one, it was alright. It's alright. Anyway. I enjoyed the shit out of Godzilla. Like, surprisingly liked it. Kind of like on Pacific Rim. Like, I went into Pacific Rim with kind of low expectations and was pleasantly surprised. And that's how this Godzilla movie was. I liked it a lot. All the critics that are pissed off because whatever, there's not enough people in it, can get fucked. Like, whatever. The monster battles were on point in this Godzilla. Like, that's what this was about. This was about the Titans. This was about a lot of them wrecking shit and Godzilla fighting them, and that's what you got. I thought the human element was well done. It kept me interested. I kind of cared about the humans, like, a little bit. It's hard not to care about Millie Brown. I believe that's her name. Y'all don't know how to do names, but 11 from Stranger Things, she was in there. She's awesome. So, like, I cared about her. Everybody else, I was like, they could die. Like, I don't really care. But, like, Millie Brown, she cool. She could stay. So, yeah, the plot was decent as far as, like, a Godzilla movie goes. I thought that was really well done. Try not to spoil anything. It was beautiful. Yeah, some of the for example, the Mothra Titan, fucking gorgeous. Holy shit, she was pretty. Wow, yes. I actually could have done more monster fights in this. I thought more monster fights would have been pretty fucking dope, actually, in this Godzilla. Yeah, I hated the bad Titan with a passion. Like, I hate fucking Ted. I'm not going to tell y'all why I hate Ted or who Ted is. I'm just going to tell y'all because I don't want to spoil that. I hate fuck Ted. For real, fuck Ted. Fuck the Hydra. Little Cthulhu motherfucking wannabe. Like, fuck that Hydra. I was cheering Godzilla on. Like, this is how, like, where I live, there's a movie theater, but there was literally nobody in this theater with us when we had to go see Godzilla. It was literally just me and my mom. And my mom only went to see it because she didn't want me to go by myself, so she went with me because I was going to go see it regardless. So it was just me and my mom, and I was like fucking cheering Godzilla on. I was like, yeah, get that motherfucker. So I could have seen more. I definitely, fuck that song, I don't have my headphones on. Okay. So I could have, I was cheering him on. I was cheering Godzilla on hardcore. Yeah, I thought there could have been more of him fighting Hydra in this movie. I mean, I feel like you could have added 5-10 more minutes of that in there. But the fights that you did get, they were awesome. If you're a Godzilla fan, like you're definitely gonna cheer him on in this movie. 100%. The humans were kind of stupid, but not too stupid. So that was good. That was really good. I loved the mythology in this. Like, I'm a total, like, ancient aliens, UFOs, all that shit. Like, I'm a complete fucking geek on all that forbidden history shit. So when dude was talking about the hollow earth and, like, the vortexes, I was like, fuck yeah, there are. Yeah, and I was like, my whole brain was spinning. I'm like, y'all don't even, because see, I did a whole interview with some people who wrote a book about the hollow earth. I know all about that shit. So yeah, there is, and that's exactly what Godzilla's doing. Yeah. So yeah, I was about it. That was really cool. If he ain't do that move, then the move would just, is that the one where he's on his tail and he does that fucking, yes. Oh my God, Jay loves that. It wasn't that. It wasn't that. He didn't do that move. I'm sorry, Deck. He didn't do that move. I apologize. I'm gonna let you, that's maybe a little bit of a spoiler, but I'm gonna let you know right now, he did not do that move. Godzilla movie's like off the chain. I had to fucking moderate a Who Would Win podcast that was Godzilla versus that fucking Power Ranger robot, like when all the Power Rangers come together and whatever the fuck that Power Ranger robot is. So it was that robot versus Godzilla. And Jay had Godzilla, and one of his points was, thank you, Bander. One of his points was the fucking Godzilla can get on his tail and fucking just drop kick you. And I mean, it's a valid point because he did it in that one movie. So Godzilla won that fight, in case anybody wants to know. Godzilla totally won that fight. But there was he didn't do that, Tech. He didn't, he didn't do that. But yeah, they mixed things up really well. It kept me engaged. I was not bored. I got a little, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, like I got a little teared up at one point. I did, like, something about, like, people coming together to fight an enemy, like, moves me. I don't know if I was, like, involved in some shit in, like, a past life, but every time I see some shit like that, I get all fucking choked up. I just do, okay? I just do. So I got a little choked up in, like, the third act. I was feeling it. I was really fucking emotional. It's a true story. I was really fucking emotional. What else? I don't want to spoil it. I'm trying to think what else I could talk about without spoiling. I think that's all I can say without not spoiling it. Who saw it? What did you think of it without spoiling? Godzilla whoop ass. Yes. The single limb of the Megazord and it's broke. That's kind of where I was at with that fight, Bander. Yeah, it was hilarious though. Listen to them argue about it. It was hilarious, and I'm very excited for Godzilla versus King Kong. I'm not a big King Kong fan. My mom is though, so she's like the enemy. It's hilarious. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it's like next year they're gonna pull it out. Godzilla vs. King Kong. I'm looking forward to that shit. That should be really fucking cool. That should be cool. People on the internet will probably be a little salty. You know, them fucking haters who don't like when you mention about how humans are trashing the planet. That's a real thing. Look, real talk. Hold up, real talk right now, real talk, okay? Even if you're like, like global warming is hype, whatever, you can be a normal, like, level-headed human being and know that people do not do right by this fucking planet and we could do better. Why? You see what I'm saying? Like, and I know big corporations, I got it. I know, but we could just do better. That's it. Just fucking do better. Like, just respect the fucking planet you're on. Otherwise, we're gonna die. Like, that's not like dramatic. That's true. Like, we're gonna fucking die. Anyway, so there was a little bit, it was that. That's it. We have to go to an old Godzilla movie. I have not seen any of, like, the old Godzillas. I've only seen like the new ones. So this was an extreme improvement over at least the 2014 one. Because the 2014 one was kind of dumb. I mean, you know, it was a little dumb. This one was, I thought this movie was a good Godzilla movie. Like this is solid. Like this, I don't know what the fucking critics were mad about. Like, I don't fucking know. Like, this was a good Godzilla movie. Like, the plot wasn't too fucking deep. It didn't need to be, but it wasn't stupid. You know, I was like, I could see that. Like, I thought the plot was like legit. And then it was just all about monster battle. So yeah, it was good. It was good. Should we watching them all up there? Exactly, Carla. Yes. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, they did a good job. They did a good job balancing those things. Definitely. There's not a spoiler, but there's one scene where they go underwater and you see like this whole like underwater city. Are we at Atlantis? And that part was so fucking cool. I love that part so much. I'm like, oh my god, ancient city under the ocean. This is cool as shit. So I was super hyped because I geek out on that shit. I love that shit. I love that shit so much. What else? What else can I talk about without spoiling the movie? I think that's it. I think that's all I can say about Godzilla without spoiling it for you guys. Yeah. And you know what? I'm not even gonna do a spoiler one for this one. I will say that some stuff happens at the end, and it made me hella sad, and I hope that is rectified in the next movie, because that made me sad. Long live the king and the queen, goddammit, because she was the shit. Mothra was awesome. Yeah, you know what? I actually came home and I like Googled some shit about the Titans. That's how interested I was. The Rodan one, that he reminded me of a phoenix. And I'm mad he was a dick, because he looked really fucking cool. Fuck that Hydra, for real though. Fuck that Hydra. But that was a formidable villain. So that was a good challenge to Godzilla. I thought they did a really good job with that. Yes. One of the new movies that have King Singer and Mecha Godzilla in it. That's your first Godzilla tape. Gamora is a friend to the children. Yeah, she was good. It was just really well done. Really, and I love to see Millie Brown and stuff. So I can't wait for Stranger Things to come out. We're not doing shit on July 4th, but watching fucking Stranger Things. So I like seeing her and stuff. She's an awesome actress. So I hope she does more things. Yeah, that's it, y'all. That's it. That's Godzilla. That's Godzilla. Yeah. That's a great job. I did like seeing it. Yes. That would, you know. Let's go to spoilers. We're gonna talk some spoilers. Let's do it. Okay, hang on. Wait. Boop. If you do not want to be spoiled, I say it the way I want, Bader. If you do not want to be spoiled about Godzilla, go away. I will tell you on Twitter and in Discord when I am no longer spoiling the shit out of this movie. You've been warned. Hang on, I'm gonna drink some coffee. Okay. Spoil the shit out of this movie. The teenage girl not being fucking stupid was awesome. Hell, Sam is good. That shit was, hang on, what is it? It's a giant Godzilla-sized turtle who pulls his legs in and turns into a rocket turtle. That's awesome. That is fucking awesome. That is excellent. Yeah, okay, so just to go, like, not too bad spoiler, but like a little spoiler. I enjoyed the shit out of that too, and I felt like her mom should have saw that shit coming. Because if you teach your daughter to be that strong and independent, then, parents are a trip. Then why would you not anticipate that she gonna do what she feels like she needs to fucking do? at that point, because she was super mad at you, and for good reason, because you just let all the fucking Titans out, and they was wrecking shit, and that's fucked up. That was, I get why she did it, but that's fucked. Like, you can't, like, call genocide to, that's not how you, I mean, maybe sometimes we gotta burn the world with fire, but you're not God or goddess. You don't get to, no, just no. Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed, yeah, she played all the humans. I thought, even when they made dumb decisions, I got why they made the dumb decisions. Like, it was an interesting take on how parents deal with their grief. Like, dad just dipped because he couldn't take it, and mom, like, decided that fucking the whole world needed to be fucking cleansed, which is a little extreme. It's a little that's a little extreme, but I mean, it's a mom's grief, so I could see that. It was a good throwback to the 2014 Godzilla and like what happened and all the destruction there. So that was cool. I was super sad. Okay, I have two questions. One, well, wait, first of all, I was super sad when they blew up Godzilla's fucking house. I know why they had to do it, but that was his house. And you fucking nuked it. Who gonna build him another one? That's all I'm saying. Who gonna build Godzilla another house that deep under the ocean? That's number two. How the fuck did that get built in the first place? If those radiation levels were like that all the time, who the fuck built Godzilla that house back in the day? See, I have questions. Like, I need more about I need somebody to write a book about that shit. About the mythology of Godzilla, like, being worshipped by this first race of, like, Hollow Earth people. Because that, one, to me, that's cool as shit. But two, who the fuck were these people that could live on that level of radiation? Or did they not care? Was it just, like, on some slave shit? Like, all the slaves had to go and, like, build the temple. And too bad that you're gonna die from radiation poisoning because Godzilla needs a place to sleep. Which, I mean, that's true. Godzilla does. He needs a place to sleep. That's fair. That's fair. I just have questions. I just, maybe, but that's, you know what though, Bander? If it, maybe aliens helped. They were aliens. Fucking aliens. Maybe that was it. Maybe that was it. Because I was just gonna say, if that radiation level wasn't like that back in the day, how fucking lucky were you when you picked that spot where that's where you were gonna, like, this is like the king's, like, fucking throny area, and then all of a sudden it just happens to be a good spot where he can go down there and recharge and get his radiation on. That was on point. That was human stupidity, also on point. Really accurate. Really, really accurate. How they fucking, like, they kill Godzilla, or almost kill Godzilla, and then realize that they needed Godzilla because humans are dumb and think if they just drop bombs on shit, it fixes stuff. Why do we always think that? Why do we always think that if we just make a big enough bomb, we can solve a problem? Isn't that dumb? Like, when you say that out loud, isn't that stupid? Is it only just me that just sounds stupid? They was just like, if we just drop this big bomb on these titans that we don't know shit about, they'll just die. And it's fine that we'll, like, fucking just wipe the O2 out of the atmosphere in this whole area and just, you know, fuck up ecosystems and murder every living thing in that area. That's fine, because we might kill the monster. They ain't kill the monster. I don't know. Was the vengeful spirit of the town? I don't know. See, I don't know, like, the whole lore mythology around Godzilla, from, like, how it started to how it's been westernized or whatever. I don't know. I was super fucking sad when the queen of monsters got. I hate Hydra. Fuck Hydra. Fuck that alien. Like, fuck that little fucking... He's an alien, false king, alien... Fuck him. I was mad she died. But apparently, I Googled it. She always dies, and then she always comes back. So, I hope we see her in the next movie, because I liked her a lot. And she was super fucking beautiful. Like, holy shit. That was a beautiful fucking Titan. She was awesome. She was pretty awesome. And I'm kind of mad, though, that she ain't killed that one, even though I like that Phoenix-looking fucking Titan. When they was fighting, I'm mad that he got to, like, live. I'm mad, like, he ain't die. I'm a little salty about that. I felt like she should have, like, he should have got. I do. I feel like that. I feel like he definitely should have got. But whatever. But it was still good. I don't have a lot of critiques about this movie. I really don't. It's just enjoyable. Like, literally, I definitely could have done with more of fucking Godzilla and Hydra throwing down, because that was an awesome battle. That was an awesome fucking battle. Yeah. I could have done with maybe less humans helping Godzilla to kill him. Like, I feel like after Godzilla got that fucking nuke power up, because after we fucking murdered him, or whatever, people stupid, and then we nuked him so he could power up. Like, I feel like after he got that power up, they should just put the fucking smackdown on Hydra. It should have just been a fucking just like massive fucking battle type situation. That would have been dope. That would have been fucking dope. But I guess it did too, because it kind of showed that Hydra was like this evil alien. He was super formidable and whatever. But Godzilla eating his head at the end was fucking awesome. That was fucking awesome. Like, Godzilla eats his fucking head. Like, that was great. He had 3. He ate one of them. I don't know what happened to the other 2. Yeah. He bit off one, too, which was, these fucking hiders that just be regrowing their heads like cheating motherfuckers. But, it was good. It was, good fights are good. Yeah. Yeah. So, I'm looking forward to seeing Godzilla and King Kong fight. I got a lot of people, I started some shit on Twitter that say King Kong could do it because King Kong has more agility. And he could, get Godzilla in like a chokehold and that would be over. I don't know. I think Godzilla could take him. Even though that Godzilla does not have the agility that King Kong does, I think Godzilla might be a little more durable. So I think that Godzilla might fuck King Kong up. Like, I feel like if Godzilla hits King Kong with his fucking nuclear breath, King Kong will die. King Kong maybe could dodge it, but I don't know. I don't know if, like, King Kong is that durable that he could just survive, like, a punch-to-punch fight with Godzilla. We'll see. We'll see. I did like that too, Carla. Yes. I did like that too. That was cool. That was cool. I like that oh shit moment too, where they were just like, so you're telling us that the one chance we had to beat this thing we murdered? They was like, oh shit. Damn. Godzilla won the last fight. I think you have to ask him. Grandma, ask him. Because a lot of people think that the King Kong versus Godzilla will end up kind of being like Batman versus Superman, but hopefully not stupid. Yeah, I said Batman versus Superman was dumb. Don't at me. That shit was stupid. Martha, really? Our moms have the same name. Really though? Anyway, that they'll end up fighting each other for like a little while, and then they'll have to team up and fight like another uber evil Titan alien creature thing. That could be cool. I could be on board with that. That could be cool. I did like too at the end how they were talking about how the Titans were like restoring atmospheres and ecosystems like everywhere they went, like shit fixed itself. I liked that a lot. I thought that was super cool about like the necessity of having to of coexist like with the Titans because we need them. I thought that was really fucking cool. I liked it. There's a couple moments I would have peed on myself. I definitely would have peed a little. Like when they wake Godzilla up and he just like emerges from the ocean and they're on that little ass submarine and he's just standing there and he just stares at them and he gives them that like fucking like you know, like when your parents are eyeballing you, like he gives them that look, like I'm not really happy with y'all right now, but I got some shit to do type look. I'd have peed a little. I would have, yeah. Like you, that's a scary moment. I definitely would have peed. Yeah. The very first Godzilla movie killed Godzilla with an oxygen-destroying bomb. Ah, got you, Carla. Got you. I just seen it and they both roll off into the ocean at the end, so nobody won. You know why? You know what that is? That's not wanting to piss off one fan base over the other and letting the fucking geeks on the internet and in coffee shops and comic stores around the globe continue to have this debate that refuses to be answered. That's smart. That is smart. That's what that is. Like, you can't pick a side. Like, you can't just fucking alienate one whole fan base. You gotta just let them fight, but like there not be a winner. So that'll probably be what the 2020 was, but I'll be cool with that. If it's good like this one, I'm down for it. King Kong did get fucked up though. See, I could see that. Like, Godzilla can take a lot of punishment. Like, quite a bit. And I don't even think you could jump on his back because he's got those like radioactive spikes on his back. So I don't even think Godzilla could get him like that. But we'll see. We'll see. Godzilla tripped his ass up with his tail. That tail though is serious. Serious tail is serious. Yeah. I liked the Hydra though. I like that. I hated it, and I am mad at the human for waking it up. I felt like she probably could have woken up every other fucking Titan but that one. Like, you maybe could have skipped that one. You maybe didn't have to wake up that one. Like, that's maybe no. Maybe, like, I get what she was trying to do, but maybe you shouldn't have let that one out of the ice. That's like, when you find that, like, if we ever found that shit, we probably have. That's probably why you can't go to Antarctica, because we've already found it. Nobody wake it up. Don't do that. Don't. See, that's what's wrong. We woke it up, then we did some timeline shit, and we fucked up the timeline. That's what happened. Fucking CERN, y'all. Fucking CERN. Also, Godzilla melted a city. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just feel like I get the guy that fucking King Kong has, more movement, but I don't know that he can really. I don't know that he beats Godzilla. Like, I don't see that. Like, I could see him knocking Godzilla around a little bit, like maybe getting some shots in, but I don't see that. I don't see. Like, if like Godzilla just manages to snatch King Kong by like any part of his body and hold him still for like a nuclear fucking to the face, like, that's LOL by King Kong, like RIP. I bet he rides on his tail and cut a bird. You fucking imagine you're like at Burger King one night and then all of a sudden you think it's an earthquake, but it's not. It's just Godzilla. He wants a Whopper. How many Whoppers would you have to give Godzilla? Like, think about that. Like, how many? A lot. Like, a lot. Like, that's a lot. Like, you don't have enough. What does Godzilla eat? Like, damn. I feel like Godzilla, like, killed the Megalodon and he's been nomming on that for a couple of centuries. Because I don't know what the fuck you feed Godzilla. The fuck? What would you give Godzilla? Well, a cow? No. You need, like, I don't even know how many. A lot. Godzilla eats whatever he wants. I'm just curious what's big enough to sate him. You feed him cruise ships. Accurate. That would be about, I feel like that, yeah. Yeah, that'd be about right. That'd be about, like, the fuck do you feed Godzilla? Yeah. Can you imagine how big Godzilla poop is? Like, Godzilla poop. Can you imagine? Can you imagine living in the city where Godzilla lives? Who's got to clean that shit up? That's got to be a shitty job. LOL. No pun intended, but for real. Like, can you imagine having to clean up Godzilla poop? I quit. But yeah, go see Godzilla, guys. If you have not already, go see Godzilla. I want to go to Tokyo. I definitely want to go. I'm gonna end up there. The Pixel wants to go. That's gonna be on the list. Going to the Tokyo is gonna be on the list. But yeah, Godzilla's a fun movie, guys. It's definitely a fun movie. I think it's definitely worth going to see it. That's worth going to see on the big screen. Like, that's something you want to see. Like, you want to see those monster fights on the big fucking screen. Definitely. It's just fun. It's just fun. So if you like them big fucking monster movies where they just beat the shit out of each other, 100%. 100%. Yeah, and I'm looking forward to the King Kong. Looking forward to it. It's going to be fun.